We all have a family tree. It's a chart that connects us to our ancestors, stretching back through time. We have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, and so on. This pattern of doubling with each generation seems simple enough. It's basic math, right? But what happens when we apply this math over many generations? Let's do a quick calculation. If we go back just 30 generations, which is roughly around 1,000 years, the math tells us we should have over 1 billion ancestors. That's a lot of people. Now, imagine going back even further, say, to the 60th generation. The number becomes astronomically large, exceeding the estimated number of humans who have ever lived. Clearly, something doesn't add up. Our intuition tells us this exponential growth can't be entirely accurate. This is where we encounter the ancestor paradox. It highlights the discrepancy between our mathematical understanding of ancestry and the reality of a finite human population throughout history. If we all descended from unique ancestors in a continuously expanding tree, the math would check out. However, the history of human populations is far more complex and interwoven than a simple exponential model can capture. The ancestor paradox reveals a fascinating truth about our past. The math suggests an impossibly large number of ancestors, far exceeding the total human population that ever existed. This means something else must be at play, something that disrupts the neat exponential growth we initially imagined. The answer lies in the interconnectedness of our past. Our ancestors weren't isolated individuals, but part of communities and populations with shared histories. Over time, these populations intermingled, and individuals who were once distantly related became more closely linked. This intermingling resulted in what we call pedigree collapse. Pedigree collapse occurs when our family trees converge, meaning the same individuals occupy multiple spots as we trace our lineage back. Instead of branching out infinitely, the branches of our family tree start to intertwine, leading to a smaller, more interconnected network of ancestors than simple math would suggest. Let's consider a simplified example to understand pedigree collapse. Imagine a small, isolated village where marriages often occur between distant relatives. Over generations, the same individuals would appear repeatedly in the family trees of the villagers. A person could be someone's great-grandfather on one side of the family and their great-great-grandmother on the other. This pattern of repetition, where a single ancestor occupies multiple positions in a family tree, is a prime example of pedigree collapse. It disrupts the expected exponential growth of ancestors and highlights the interconnectedness of human populations, especially in communities with limited geographical mobility or cultural practices, encouraging marriage within a specific group. Beyond isolated communities, large-scale historical events like plagues and migrations further contribute to pedigree collapse. These events often reduced populations significantly, creating bottlenecks where a smaller group of survivors became the ancestors of subsequent generations. This means that many individuals alive today can trace their lineage back to a relatively small number of ancestors who lived through such periods of upheaval. The concept of pedigree collapse might seem like a statistical anomaly, but it reveals a profound truth about our shared history. It tells us that we are all more connected than we might initially think. The further back we go in time, the more our family trees intertwine, ultimately pointing towards a shared human ancestry. Modern DNA studies and historical research further solidify this understanding. Genetic evidence suggests that all humans alive today descend from a common ancestral population in Africa. Our ancestors didn't remain static. They migrated, interacted with other groups, and left their genetic mark on subsequent generations. The ancestor paradox, while initially appearing as a mathematical puzzle, leads us to a heartwarming realization. We are not isolated individuals, but part of a vast, interconnected human family. Our stories are intertwined, our histories overlap, and our shared ancestry binds us together in a profound way. Understanding this interconnectedness fosters a sense of unity and emphasizes the shared human experience that transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences.